WWL Louisiana News at 6 begins with breaking news.
We're watching the breaking developments of a foreign college student arrested by ICE in New York and held right here in Louisiana. Good evening, I'm Katie Moore. Just hours ago, a judge at the ICE detention center in Jena told the government it has 24 hours to produce evidence against Mahmoud Khalil or the case is over. Sharice Gibson joining us live from Jena right now. So Sharice, what's the latest?
Yeah, Katie, and a rarely used move of the government is basically using the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1952 to detain and to deport Mahmoud Khalil. They're saying he's a threat to the United States of America, among other allegations. But today in Jena, Louisiana, an immigration court judge said, prove it. Judge Jamie Coleman says DHS has a little over 24 hours to present evidence that Mahmoud Khalil is removable from the U.S. Judge Coleman told a DHS representative who was present in the courtroom seated across from Khalil that DHS must present evidence in connection to allegations lobbied against him, and they must do so by April 9th at 5 p.m. or she's terminating the case. Glenn Wasserstein of the Immigration Law Group, who does not represent Khalil, gave his perspective.
An arrest has to be, there's specific laws related to criminal grounds for removal, and most of those laws involve a conviction. So if your case has been dismissed, generally you're not removable, as well as if you've been arrested, but you admit to elements of a crime, then you may be removable.
Mark Vanderhoot, an attorney for Khalil, denied all allegations against him, saying in part, quote, "We have not received a single document nor response from DHS, and we cannot plead until we know what the allegations are in the case." Questions about the lack of charges grew after Khalil, along with other international students, were either detained by ICE or were threatened to have their green cards or student visas revoked. Wasserstein says while the move by the White House is rare, the detainment is legal.
You do not have to commit a crime in order to be removed from the United States. So these people are charged with immigration violations, rare immigration violations that raise questions of free speech, but they are charged with immigration violations. They are not accused of any crimes.
On his social media app Truth Social, President Donald Trump called Khalil a radical foreign pro-Hamas student on the campus of Columbia University, saying his arrest is the first of many to come. Since Khalil's detainment, almost a dozen students and staff across the country have been detained by ICE, and there are threats to remove their student visas or green cards. Most are connected to pro-Palestinian movement. And Katie, all eyes are on the outcome of Mahmoud Khalil's case when it comes to green card holders and visa holders, student visa holders, and their First Amendment rights. We spoke to that attorney a little bit earlier, Wasserstein, and he did say that immigrants that are here legally do have First Amendment rights. That is why he believes the government is using sort of this obscure law from 1952 in order to detain Mahmoud Khalil.
All right, some big question marks still in the case. But Sharice, you were inside the courtroom today for the hearing. How did Khalil look?
Yeah, I was sitting behind Mahmoud Khalil. I have to say that he looked very somber, and he actually looked very calm. There was even more of a sense of calm on his face after his wife was admitted via WebEx, which is a video platform that they're using to speak with Mahmoud Khalil, and also because she cannot travel because she was maybe in her third trimester already, pregnant with his child. When she appeared on screen, he seemed like there was a little bit of joy. Inside of that courtroom, though, you're looking at a courtroom that can fit no more than 40 to 50 people, and in the audience, that's including the judge, attorneys, and of course Mahmoud Khalil, and a courtroom with no windows, very small. And of course there today was very big on back and forth between Mahmoud Khalil's attorneys and between the judge today, especially when it came to wanting to continue this case. They did not want to move forward with the case today, but the judge denied that motion and said that she wants to determine if Mahmoud Khalil is removable from the United States before they can move forward with anything else.
All right, thanks so much, Sharice. We will keep watching the case. We appreciate that.